just make a wish, make it happen. Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody today? I hope you're doing well. Let me get over here. Hi, Gwyneth. Trying to put this piece together here. And I just realized I don't have my oxygen, so I'm going to have to go back and get that. So hello, Willow. There we go.
Hello.
Hello. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Willow. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, thank you.
I just don't sing to everybody. You know that.
I know that. Hello, Gwyneth. Hello, Miss Joni.
Hi, Joni. So we're doing.
I am 54 years old as of 8:03 this morning. Central Standard Time, as it was in 1969.
Okay.
Yeah, we weren't doing daylight savings time then, at least in September. I don't know when daylight savings time actually started, but it was standard time at the moment according to astrology charts. So.
Yeah, well, hang on, I'm just trying to.
Yep, you're fine.
Get this thing going here.
Hello, Kathy.
Hi, Kathy.
Miss Joni says, hello, Sandy, with hearts, hugs, and a hand wave.
Yay. Love it. I love it.
Thank you, Miss Joni. Thank you, Gwyneth. You just missed Kathy, you just missed Sandy singing happy birthday.
I might do it again.
I'm honored.
I might. Okay, I'll show you guys what I'm doing here. Everybody liked the Cameo, so I thought I'd make one more.
Ooh.
And let's see. Let's get our cameras figured out. That there. And then get that there. So what we're doing is this way. We're going to put turquoise around the bottom, and then we're going to put a couple of feathers on top.
Oh, fancy.
Yeah, we're going to do a fancy one.
And those are those little cup bezels, aren't they?
Yep.
Cool. Thank you, Kathy.
They just make life easier.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that.
So,
especially on those little teeny tiny stones.
yeah, it can get really aggravating sometimes with them.
Yeah, levels of tedium that, yeah, I'd be buying cut bezels too. I like tedious, but not that tedious. That kind of tedious, no, not my cup of. Gwen says a statement piece in the making.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. We will see. Let's see.
Oh, it will be by the time you're done, because if you don't like the way something's looking, you change it.
Yeah. So I picked up this little cup. Um, Back up here. This little cup that I thought I could put some stones on or something, but it's a small size. So if anybody's got a small wrist and they want a specific turquoise or something on their bracelet, I will do this one for them.
Ooh,
Yeah,
nice wide, petite size cup.
yeah.
It's for the unfluffy folk.
Yeah. All right, let's. Oh, I was going to get up and get my oxygen.
Yeah, your oxygen would be good.
Yeah, probably.
Mm-hmm. Me too, Kathy. Me too.
Okay, let me go get the oxygen.
That'd be good. We don't want you gassing out sooner than you wanna.
Yeah.
Yeah. True, Gwyneth. I wasn't gonna be the one to say it though.
Okay, I'm back.
Awesome.
There we go. But on this chair, oh, I don't like this chair. I really don't. Okay.
Miss Joni says if Gemini wasn't going on vacation soon, I'd say pick me, Sandy, going to dig in the dirt early next month.
Oh, wow. Cool.
And Mike is asking, did you get your tumbler fixed?
Did I get my what fixed?
Your tumbler. The
Yes, I
belt
did.
fell off.
Yeah, the boys fixed it for me.
Fixed, Mike.
Yeah, James and Daniel.
Yes, hello, Mike. There's a question out there, but forgot to say hello. Happy new sweetheart.
Okay. That. Just ah. Well, it's going to be a good one when we hit the floor.
Yeah, I was gonna say that one did a somersault off of the table.
Yeah, that's all right. The good ones hit the floor.
I know the feeling, Miss Joni. Except mine wasn't a coping saw, mine was a fretwork claw, electric. Yeah, trimmed a fair few nails with that thing while I was holding stuff down. Ran a thumb through the bandsaw blade.
Come on. You see a little ways to go. Thank you.
Apparently neither did mine, Miss Joni.
Thank you. All right.
Yeah, I know a couple of other people that are the same women. I actually rarely use super glue. If I'm using glue, it's usually wood glue, E6000 or GS Hypo Cement in all formulas. They have them for fabric and this and that and jewelry and gems, and they have a lot of different formulas for different materials. I pretty much use all theirs.
Thank you for not hitting the ground. Okay.
They're having quite the discussion in chat about glues and sharp objects, and
Okay.
sitting there watching you sawing with that coping saw with your fingers so close to the blade. And
Oh,
yeah, Miss Joni says if I sawed that close to my fingers, I wouldn't have a finger left.
well, I put a blade in my thumb once. It busted, and when it busted, it went into my thumb.
Mm-hmm.
But that's pretty much the only time I can remember. Uh, getting hurt off the saw. What you
Never
guys
knew that
don't,
was something,
what you
but
guys don't see is that I'm sawing with a piece of wood between me and my hands here. So the saw is going to run into this piece of wood first before it runs into me.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never had a saw blade like that happen. I have had the the drill bits that are wire gauge.
Yeah.
I have had one of those jump before and go into a fingernail,
Oh.
and I've had a sewing machine, sewing needle, go into a finger before.
Yeah. Now I've run a sewing machine needle through my finger in high
Only
school.
done it once.
Yeah.
That's all it took for me to be like, okay, yeah, we're gonna change up how we do this.
Yeah. Okay. What's going on with you? You're bent. Okay.
But yeah, I have those wire gauge drill bits in with my Dremel supplies, and use those fairly frequently when I'm working with stuff. And, you have to be uber careful because they're wire thin. They
Yeah.
like to break. You can't torque it in the slightest or it's done.
Yep. You cannot force those.
No, not at all. And if you sneeze, yeah, gotta lift that Dremel or it's over.
Yeah.
Gwyneth has had a nail in her foot, in her butt, in her eye, and in her groin.
Oh.
I do not want to know the positions that it took to do those things.
Yeah. I've had one in my foot too. I've stepped on a nail a couple times. It's gone into my foot, but
I've had that happen with like a tack and then like a little tiny screw,
yeah.
but never a nail.
Mm.
But I keep my tetanus up, just because working with the stuff that I do work with. And working with stuff that I
Marva.
don't work with. So, you know where my mind's going to go on that, Miss Joni. I mean, it's a givey. Hello, Sugar Plum. Welcome.
Hi, Sugar Plum. How's my favorite fairy? Okay, where did I put it?
Yeah, really, Sugar Plum. She says, Gwyneth, no more nails for you. Yeah, if you're getting them in those places, yeah, no more nails for you. Not even a thumbtack.
No kidding.
Nothing sharp for Miss Joni. Nothing pointy to go for Gwen.
Yeah. Dang. All right. So where is my?
Sugar Plum says, I'm good. How is Sandy today?
I'm okay. My back has really been bothering me today. I don't know what the heck I did, but I sure did something that was not kosher.
Yeah.
All right. I can't find my docking block. Darn it. Come on, this was not the day to mess with me.
It's probably right there in front of you.
Probably.
Usually when you use that, I've seen you put it like up toward, up on your bench,
Right over
up
here.
further and away.
It goes right over there.
I don't know.
I
I mean, camera angle,
I found it. It fell down,
Oh,
but we got it. We got it.
see, those are the kind of blocks that Sandy played with as a kid.
Yeah, really. Okay, so I need a hammer. Oh, I need to do something first. Geez, I'm getting way ahead of myself. Let's see.
sitting here still pondering, trying to figure out how Gwyneth got a nail in her ass.
And in her groin.
Yeah, I hadn't even went there yet. I'm still trying to get past the butt part. Lisa, speaking of butts, you need to move forward. Thank you. Good girl. Hey, I can bet I'm not the only one. Just saying. You know, Twister comes to mind.
Come on.
Agreed, Miss Joni. Doesn't paint a pretty picture. Because, you know, what goes in has to come back out. Well, oh, you sat on it. That kind of burst my bubble. Figured it was something more exciting than that.
Now we can do this.
Hello, Kim. Thank you. Yeah, I paint. That would be pretty miserable. But it doesn't like squinch me out or anything. After, you know, helping my mom through what she had to go through with her eyes. That kind of took care of that. Hello, Christine Rose. Welcome. Thank you.
Hi, Christine. Okay.
Yep, Christine and Kent both popped in. Kit was singing me happy birthday
Oh, good.
via font. Thank you, Sugar Font.
Well, Kent, why don't you come in here so she can hear you?
Yeah, but he'd have to get up to do that.
Yeah, I would.
That ain't no fun.
Okay, where did I put the other one? Hmm. There it is.
Kent says you wouldn't want everybody to leave. No, you know better than that, Kent. All right, Christine, enjoy your Chipotle. Sugar Plum is asking, Sandy, how's your studio? Electrical done yet?
Not yet. Got the railing up on the ramp yesterday.
Cool.
Somebody falls off. So, yeah, we are getting there.
One step at a time.
Yeah.
She says, awesome. She says, yes, no more falls at all. I'm sitting here and I have my dish scape on, and there was something waddling across the ground, and I was trying to figure out what in the bugger it is. And even with my glasses on, it took me a little bit. It was a turkey. Well, I mean, it's about the size of an early June pea on the TV, you know. Trying to figure out what it is. And the TV's, probably about, I don't know, 6-ish foot away from me. It's a mountain scene, fall colors in the trees, creek going down the middle, cabin, a turquoise blue antique truck. Various wildlife.
Marva! 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 Stop!
It was Remy. I was petting Marva.
Oh. Okay. You don't
Kent is entering Sandy's realm.
Yeah.
More
I
of
had
her
to get up.
realm.
I had to get up to shut up the redneck doorbell, so I thought I'd come in.
Well, let me. Thank you. Let's see. Get you.
By the way, Cassidy came by.
Oh, yeah.
She tried calling you.
You don't have to worry about me fighting you for him, Sugar Plum. I don't care for peace. Hello, Kent.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Willow. Happy birthday to you. And many, many more.
Oh, thank you, guys.
Yay.
Thank you.
All right. So, what did she say after that?
I said you were online, and she said she will come tomorrow. She'll call you.
Okay.
She was in a meeting that went over it. So anyway, and then I thought someone was pulling into the carport, and that's why I got up, because the dogs were barking, but it wasn't anybody.
Oh, okay.
So then everybody in here gets to see me. Yay!
Yep.
We love to be able to see you, Kent.
Yep.
I better go because I just almost started breaking into song again. So,
Oh my goodness.
ooh, look at that little sucker.
Yep.
I think it says Kent on it.
Squirrel.
I'm almost positive it says Kent on
Or should I say magpie?
it. Yeah, magpie.
Attracted to all the shiny things.
On camera. But I'll show you what he was looking at.
Yep, I'm ready to go back and do something.
Okay, dear. Love you.
Love you too.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, bye, bye. Bye, bye, happiness. Hello, loneliness. Think I'm gonna bye bye. See, don't you think that says Kent on it?
Let me see here. Let me get this.
It's almost
Oh, that's that really shiny one.
I see my name right there in the middle of it. Pretty sure.
That is
The
beautiful.
camera's not doing it justice, trust me. That stone's as pretty as our Sandy's jewelry. Mm. Okay, I'm really going now. Bye.
All righty. Bye. Goodness.
Did the opal stay behind or is it gone forever?
Yeah. Really. Oh gosh.
Don't talk badly. I can watch the replay.
Yes, you can.
I didn't say anything bad. I just pointed out the obvious.
Yeah. I think I'm going to cut those off so I can put a deal in that. So,
She's going to trim the curl on the feathers to
yeah.
have room to put a ball. Balls, 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 balls.
Yep.
yes, good question, Gwyneth. She's asking Miss Joni how Nina is doing.
Mm.
Nina is their new puppy.
Oh.
I think it was last Saturday or Friday night, started having seizures.
Oh, goodness.
So off they had to go to the ER or whatever.
Hmm.
She's on medication.
Yeah. Wow. So sorry.
Well, if they can get her regulated, find out the cause. She had her last heartworm treatment today, so she's feeling pretty sore today. Because when they adopted her, they found she had heartworms as well. So
Oh, gosh.
she just finished her last treatment. And hopefully they'll be able to determine whether it was like fevers that caused it, and it was just kind of a one-time thing or what. Yep, prayers for Nina, definitely. You got them coming from my way, and you have for a bit here now. As soon as I found out you adopted her, and that she had heartworm issues, but even just transition, new lifestyle. I wondered about that, Christine, if the heartworm treatment itself could cause seizures. Could be after that's resolved and she's heartworm free that they'll be able to ease her off of the seizure medication and she'll be fine.
Yeah, maybe.
You just have to see how it goes over time. Yeah, the vet's thinking possibly it was a one-time thing as well, so that's hopeful. Because, there are differences in seizures.
Okay, where did I put my? There it is.
Well, prayers that's the case. She's a beautiful girl. Beautiful little girl. Well, she ain't so little, but you know what I mean. You are. Best life ever. Any rescue is grateful for, a better life than where they were. Hello, Janine. Welcome. Yeah, it is, Kathy. We rescued an elderly. We're not sure if it was just a rather large Cocker Spaniel or if it was a Springer Spaniel or somewhere in between. Because he had more of the Cocker Spaniel body, that he had the Springer Spaniel colors. He was black and white. He was elderly and in really bad shape. Really, really bad shape. And we suspected that he probably would have heartworms, and he did not. Come to find out, he just had a heart condition, but there was no heartworm whatsoever. But he was with us for, I think, almost 6 years. And he was totally gray-faced when we got him. And he was nearly blind, nearly deaf, ended up blind and deaf. And Sarah, our pound puppy terrier, I mean, she was a dog at that point, you know, but she was his eyes and ears. But she was a 3 strikes pound puppy. She'd been adopted out and returned 3 times and was scheduled to die literally the day we picked her up. And she was the best dog ever. She just had some issues. She didn't do well with children, and she had food aggression. Pretty easily handled situations. I mean, our lifestyle, we don't have kids in our life. And food aggression, you just feed her in a separate room. It was so easy. And Trevor, he was out on a farm with some young people that didn't take care of him. He lived out of the trash pile. He wasn't being groomed. He was matted up a good 4 inches outside of the body frame. Sticks, twigs buried in. One was pressing into his rib cage, creating a wound. And he definitely needed rescue. And once we got him on heart medication and got him groomed and clean, he was the happiest dog ever. He was so happy-go-lucky, in spite of everything he'd been through. You know, the body that he had, you know, elderly and pretty rough shape, but he was so happy, so happy. I mean, he was a big enough dog that he could bound up and behind you and catch you in the back of your kneecap and buckle your knees on you and not even realize it. He was just tongue lolling and the whole bit. No clue. But yeah, in my adult life, I have had nothing but rescues. Either street rescues or pound puppies. We don't have a dog now, but we have had all of my life up until now. We ended up rescuing so many kitties over the past couple of years that if we rescued a dog, we wanted a small dog, like a Yorkie-ish kind of puppy, you know, a small dog. But they'd have to be an alpha personality for sure to be able to live in a house with 6 cats that are bigger than they are, you know. So, hey JK, welcome. they just don't get a lot of small dog rescues here. And if they do, there's a waiting list, and they're right back out the door. So, and you pretty much, kind of have to take what they hand you, and it needs to be a little bit more specified for a little dog to come into this household with 6 cats. So, I think they're getting better about it. Our county or local pound got really rough, really bad. And the HPCA took over. And it's been a rough transition of about 4 years, in part due to 2020 and so forth. But I think they're finally settling down. I mean, we didn't even have trying to think of what it's called now. Animal control officers. We didn't have any for nearly 3 years at all. And then they'd hire one. They wouldn't work out because too much work for one person. And I think they're finally getting it straightened out, because I've seen several trucks and several officers. So they're getting fully staffed again under the HPCA or ASPCA, whatever it's called. So I think they're finally getting back on track again. And I think people, citizens, have forced them to figure it out and get it sorted out, because it's just wrong that their taxes are paying for those services and they aren't there. And I think there's a little bit of a rise up from that, just from what I've read in the papers and heard from other rescue organization peoples. They got stinky. Hey, Silverhair Stacker, welcome.
Howdy, howdy.
Can't. The angle that you have that at right now, it almost looks like a turtle.
Hmm.
A little leaf for feather flappers and little head. And yes, Silverhair. Mm-hmm. Oh, gotta run away. An escapee. Exactly, Kent. Yeah, it's a sea turtle. It's just missing like its back legs, back flappers. What do you call them? Sounds like Gwyneth has a menagerie. Jack Russells, cats, birds. I've never had a Jack Russell, but I have had, I think it was like a Jack Russell Rat Terrier mix. It definitely had the attitude of Jack Russell, but it was tiny. It was just a little tiny thing. But yeah, he was a workout. It was a good thing that I had him when I was young. Oh, okay, you used to. I can relate. I used to have birds. I used to have fish. I used to have hamsters.
I think that's it. See if anything falls off.
Crossing fingers, toes, and nose hairs.
Yeah.
Ooh, good quench.
Well, everything's still on here.
Yay!
Yep.
Little buggers. She's talking about Jack Russell Terriers. She said they're cheeky little buggers. They are. It's like every one of them has like an alpha personality going on.
Yeah.
They're so full of energy.
Come on.
Yeah, we actually got put on a list here recently for catch, spay, neuter release of cats in the park that are running loose. And making a lot of babies. That's how we ended up with what we have. They've been trying for years, and we went on the list, and we're willing to help. So hopefully.
Kent, how many babies have you had spay and neutered since you moved here? It's got to be at least 1,000.
Hello, no BS catfishing. Welcome. She's working on the Cameo. Cannot remember if she said if it's going to be a pendant or a brooch. I think pendant, but I'm not positive. That's cool, Janine. Wow, silver hair. So she's created full-on habitats. Agreed.
Pretty good.
Oh, nice. No BS Catfishing has joined us. Says, what you making?
Hello, hello. Yeah, a Cameo brooch pendant combination.
Ah, so she's doing a duel.
Mine as well.
Yep.
All right, so
Says, I love making stuff with my hands. It's so satisfying.
yep, sure.
100% agree. I do a lot of different crafts, but my all-time favorite is bead weaving. Off-loom bead weaving.
Hmm. Okay.
But I also love to embroider. You know.
That would work.
Sable jumped back up here. She got a cuddle and a butt scratch, and then she just kind of sighed and flopped down on her side on the sofa.
Okay.
And the whole time she's just been purring. Wow, Janine. She says, I took dog food. That happens, Kent. I've never done a catch and release like we're signed up for here. Because mostly what I've handled is bottle babies. And, releasing those is dangerous. So if I bring a baby in the house, then we own it. Because there just hasn't been homes for them in the past few years. Janine says, I took dog food and the sheriff had just dropped off very starved French bulldogs, backyard breeders. Asked if I wanted to see them. Well, sure. Came home with 2 of them after they were fixed.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, we take food. When we combined the houses here, we had so many like towels, blankets, bedding, stuff. And I went through and kept what we could use, kept just a few rags. All the rest of it I washed in scent-free because of allergies for animals. Washed them, dried them, crated them up, and took them. The local pet store was doing a fundraiser gathering stuff to take. And I took 4 large totes stuffed. A couple of them I had to tape shut. They were so stuffed of linens, towels, and blankets, and all of that. And if it was a great big blanket, I split the blanket and then hemmed the edge so that it could be used between 2 animals, and it wouldn't be too big for smaller animals. Because I had contacted them and to find out what they needed, and they needed smaller blankets, and they needed towels. So I didn't take big blankets in. I'd split them and turn them into 2 for smaller animals, cats and dogs and what have you, because that's what they needed. And not too many people, know how to sew and know how to, hem in such a way that the animals aren't going to get caught in it or anything like that. And, like you don't do blanket stitching, which is a type of needlepoint stitch on blankets that you take to them. You often see that on like polar fleece throws. They'll blanket stitch the edge. No, they need to actually be hemmed in a sewing machine because they can get hung up in that. They can chew on that. It actually attracts chewing because it's usually a contrast color, which stands out to them, So I hemmed them up, and any fleece that I did have, I removed the blanket stitching and gave them a proper hem so that everything was pet safe. And towels, there was no straggles on towels. All of that was hemmed up, serged, whatever needed to be done, so that it all went to them safe for the animals. And apparently the pet store got a call back wondering who had donated, and I had requested anonymous. Apparently because they were impressed with the fact that it was all animal safe. Nothing was a danger. But he let me know next time I went in.
Good deal. That's great.
Well, when I was able to do physical auctions, I'd get bundles. I don't know how many times it would just be one of those auctions, all these guy tools and all that. So not very many women showed up. There wasn't craft supplies or anything like that would draw women. And the sheets, blankets, towels would sell in these huge bundles for like $1 a piece.
Mm-hmm.
I'd buy a bunch of them and then hem that stuff up and take it and donate it.
You know what,
There was
guys?
any-
I am pooping out.
Okay, dear.
I think I'm going to call it a day here.
All right.
Let me get my camera back
Hello, Thomas.
on
Welcome.
you guys.
We're just wrapping up here.
Janine, did you see that I sent you an invoice, honey, for the Cameo?
Ooh.
Good night, Christine. Thank you for coming in.
Yes, thank you, everyone. And thank you for the birthday wishes.
Anyway, guys, I am going to bounce out of here and call this a day. A day.
She says she just saw it.
Okay. I figured. um, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Remember, don't just make a wish, make it happen. Willow from,
Emporia, Kansas. Bye, everyone.
and I'm at Geezer Creek Farms here in Barron, Utah. I love you guys and appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming in and spending the time with me. All right. Barron out. Now, go away. It had a little blue box popped up. The nerve of it when I'm trying to end this. Bye, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.